the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Try to get it to the edge. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown, Tennessee. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Floats it out in space. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
He leaves it with his back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they open touchdown time in Tennessee. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play.
He's loose on the left. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Sends it back in motion with the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Volunteers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Navy answered the bell away from Annapolis today with an impressive victory. The midshipmen knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. He'll throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got him this time. Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He's got his man. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Running backs are wide receivers. They're doing such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running.
Touchdown, Trojan. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Back to throw, it's Chambers. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rhythm.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. And the Vols will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On his way back to the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Plows through the defense. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll try to convert on 4th and short from the 20. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. The pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. The run to the left. Turns it on in midfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. The spin, still on his feet. Touchdown ball. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop him.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Looking to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Down to 2 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man by himself. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play. They're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, USC!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Houston. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Chambers. It's complete to the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Right on the money. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning it on. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll pitch it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Finds his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And is slips just inside that right upright. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Vols will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Grab behind the line. It's Burrow. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Trying to get the corner. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. He'll start this drive going to the air. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Finding open areas. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house. Create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Chambers. Makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. The give to the back. Creates a little space. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Vols have their offense in high gear. They'll try to get outside. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism,
He makes a grab!
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
And the Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Quarterback sneaks it ahead. The sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 13 to Houston. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Inside the 15. Beck's going for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Miles. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Going right to work up top. Buys a little time. Finds a man on the right. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. To the air on first down. He's going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down and run. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the ground with the back. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Toss to the outside. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field.
There he goes. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After the run, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in two gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll give it to the back. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
That's a nice job of this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes. Turning it on! Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Trojans!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 4 over Purdue. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
They're willing to gamble. Let's see if it pays off. 4th and short from the 42. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Chambers. On the run, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Miles. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He wants a big play here late. Makes the catch on the left.
What a play call. A 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hires on the move. He's open on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Fires to the tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Power ahead. He's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the toss. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to throw. It's Chambers. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Burrow.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Got to find a completion on this one. On the move to the right, and looking for a big one. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
The quarterback takes a knee.